Hiya! So today's video is going to be a little bit different because we're not going to be talking about books, but we're going to be talking about games because there's this one game that I've been getting into for the past like 2 months. And I am absolutely in love with it. I've been wanting to play this game since I was super young, and I finally have gotten into it because I finally found a community where they are like teaching me how to play, and I get to play with other beginners as well, and we all have a bunch of fun. And that game is none other than Dungeons and Dragons, baby! D&D! Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna tell you guys my history with D&D. So, when I was a kid, I absolutely loved, like, nerd stuff, like, comics, comics, superheroes, Marvel, DC. I love playing board games as well. Board games was like the type of game that I loved the most. Like I knew that there were card games, and I did like card games, but I like the more general kind of card games, like Monopoly cards and like Uno and stuff like that. But when it came to games, like board games were my stuff. Like I absolutely love board games like no other person. I would like consistently ask people to play board games with me until they were like, you want to play too much. And I'm like, aw. So I just had to play board games by myself, which was a little bit sad, but it's okay. Because now I have friends to play board games with, I promise. But there was this one board game that I heard of from a TV show, Big Bang Theory, and that game was Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I did at the time I didn't know that it had like a role playing element to it. I just knew that it was a board game that they played, and in my head I thought, "Oh, I like comics, superheroes, video games, and like games like chess because they also played chess and stuff. And these guys from this show also like these things, and they like Dungeons and Dragons. So why don't I just like Dungeons and Dragons as well to finish the whole personality, I guess. But I somehow I just never thought about it at the time when I was younger. I think I just left it to my older self to like discover the game more. And so I'm here now. I'm older now and I'm discovering the game. So about a year ago, I suddenly had the urge to like research about D&D again. I'm not really sure how that came to be, but I was like asking around if anybody knew any D&D communities I could join, or if I could like find any games that I could join to start playing D&D, but nobody really had an idea. So instead, I actually bumped into this one solo TTRPG named The Broken Cask, where you play like a tavern kind of thing. It's not a tycoon simulator or anything like that. It's just kind of like a solo game where you can sit down, roll some dice, and see what happens in your tavern, create some drama by yourself. And it pushed me to get my own dice because this one, it requires like a few like dice rolling. Most of it are d6s, but I still wanted to get the full set since I was already starting, because I wanted to try this out first, and then when I found like a community where a community I could play with, I would play D&D. So then after I played this for a few hours, I just want to say. But after I played a few hours, I just kind of gave up because I realized, okay, maybe now is not the time that I can find like D&D communities and stuff. So I'll just wait for another day. And then a year later, at the end of August, I was attending a convention, and luckily I was looking at the catalog, and there was a workshop and a community booth, by a beginner friendly D&D local community. And so I visited their booth. I attended the free session. They had a free 2-hour session of a one-shot game, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I have the character sheet of the first character I made. Their name is Zephy, and I made this character at the I made the character at the booth, and I just after I made this first character, I was literally vibrating out of I was vibrating so hard, and I was texting my friends. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy!" I was giggling the entire time, and I was so happy. And since then, it's just been up the D&D obsession. So I have some other I have some other characters that I've made. These are all characters I made for the servers. The community has a server, and I'm part of that server, and I am playing their games. And so these are the characters I made for their Halloween exclusive one shots. This is Lali, Saleh, and Zira. I have the character tokens at the back, and yeah, I knew that D&D was gonna is a physical game and usually played with like players at a table, but it's really great that D&D has also taken its space online as well with the help of D&D Beyond, with like making all of these online character sheets so that it's easier for people. This is definitely much easier for me, just to like get all of these stats here. But when it comes to like spells and stuff, okay, I'll elaborate better, more later. But like just these simple stats are like easier to like keep track of with the online character maker on D&D Beyond. And then you play on Roll20, and it's just like kind of crazy because I'm like, wow, that's so funky, that's so great that like there are online spaces to play this amazing game. And oh god, I forgot to mention the role playing part. Yeah, I only found out that there was role playing like a few months ago when I like thought about D&D again, and then I looked into it and I was like, "Wait a second. So it's a board game and you role play? Oh my god!" It's like combining two things that I absolutely love, because I love playing board games and I love role playing, even if like I cringe at myself or like other people cringe at me. I like There's a part of me in a particular time that like resented myself for liking roleplay, but I absolutely love roleplay. It is a bit difficult to get into it now with like the voices in my head and stuff, but I absolutely love it, and this game allows me to roleplay more, and I am so grateful for it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna show you guys the stuff. Okay, I've already shown you my character sheets. The one that I most recently played was Zira. Zira is a half elf sorcerer, draconic bloodline. Not It's not dragon. They're not dragonborn, but yeah, this was okay. See, my first character was a tiefling rogue, and they're a tiefling rogue because I thought spells are intimidating because you have to read them and understand them, and then you have to try and strategize. And while like it's a strategy like fighting game, I'm not really strategying the strategy that much. So I was really scared, so I just thought, let me just hack it down and stuff. Not barbarian style, just more uh deceptive, stealthy rogue style. And then with Zira, I decided maybe I should actually dip my toes into spellcasting, because I have been watching a lot of Dimension 20. I have been watching a lot of Dimension 20, and especially the a character that I absolutely love like watching is Emily Axford's characters, and she like prepares spells like nobody else, and I'm like, oh my god, that is so cool. I want to do spells too. And so I decided to make a sorcerer character, and I have a character that I want to make for a future module, and I am thinking wizard. Wizard. But yeah, so these are my character sheets, and oh, this is like the most exciting part of it, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put these aside. So this is where I roll my dice for my physical dice. Like I know, like I use the online like dice roller, but whenever I get the chance to roll physical die, I use this. I just got it, but I'm using this. This is not anything special. This is just the cover to the alphabet uppercase, like my stamps. This is the cover to my stamps. I'm just using this because it's a nice little wooden encasing where I can like throw my dice. And I have one set. I only have one set of die right now because I only really need one, but I'm planning to get more sets in the future because they're so beautiful. So these are my die right now. I'm gonna try and close up on the die so you can see. Hello, focus on the die. Yeah. Okay, so this is a D20 and it is blue, yellow, starry. I got this online and some other ones. Okay, I showed you the D20. This is the D12, D8. Oh, D8. Then we got classic D6. And yeah, you get the gist, but like this set is so pretty. Hello, focus back on me. So I really like this set. I absolutely love it. My favorite color combination is blue and yellow, so I'm really loving this, and it's sparkly too. And aside from this set, I also got this free D20 from the D&D community that I actually am part of. That was from the convention. I got a free D20, and it's just a simple yellow one. They let me choose which die I wanted to take. So this is just a really simple D20. And I love it! Okay, since I have this, I'm just gonna roll, see what I get. Sometimes it like rolls onto the side and it doesn't like show the actual number. I got a 10! Okay, I have to not, okay. I wanna roll again, actually. I have to make sure that I don't tilt my hand. Oh, that's worse, that's a 6. But yeah, it's so fun. I get to hear the wooden clacking sound, and I feel like I am in control of my own destiny. And oh, another thing that I've prepared, just because I started playing Sorcerer, are spell cards. I prepared spell cards because, okay, playing online is great, and it's very easy to get everything there. You can just click on something and you can see the information, but also I struggle a lot with like choosing what spells to do during like combat during my action during my turn. So having these, I just made these easy like printable spell cards, and I can just like sort through them and see which spells I want to use. These are all the prepared spells I had for Zira, and so I just had to flip through and see which ones I wanted to do. I like separated it with by cantrips and spells so that I know which ones I can use all the time and which ones I would use spell slots for. And yeah, so you can see this is Thunderwave. So I just printed it out on a piece of paper and then I stuffed it in a card sleeve that I used to use for K-pop photo cards, multi-purposing stuff, repurposing stuff. And last but not least, the one thing that I need for my D&D games is my notebook. So there's a little Ineffable Husbands sticker right on top of it. This is also like a book for some other stuff, but I also put my D&D notes in here, so here. So I like write note. You can't see because I wrote it in pencil. Okay, wait. I wrote in pen as well here. So these are some of the spells I had for a different character, and then some other notes. These ones are in pencil, and I am having so much fun. This video was so long because I'm just rambling to you guys about like playing D&D. I'm having so much fun, honestly. Um, since I've only started playing, I am like struggling a little bit to like keep up, but I'm having fun. That's what matters. That's what matters to me, and like I'm learning as I go and as I watch other people play, because that is the best way I learn. I learn the best when I watch other people do stuff. You can't really like throw me into situations and then expect me to learn how to do something, because I always need like, because the way that I learn best is by watching other people. So yeah, I've been watching people play D&D, and I've been picking up on their tricks and their actions and stuff, and I've been having a swell time. And I know this isn't a video about books, but I'm really, really like falling in love with D&D, and I'm like, I really enjoy it, and I've been doing it a lot recently, so I just wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if next week's video is gonna be a book. Maybe it's gonna be a vlog. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But yeah, that's all I have for today. If you want a place to help you start with your D&D journey, my server is an incredible place for beginners. I'm gonna put their info in my bio, in the, not the bio. This is not other social media, in the description below. I'm gonna put a link to their Instagram in the description below. And yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble about D&D. I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna make my next character now. I'm making a wizard character. I'm so excited. She's gonna be a steampunk wizard.